wide aerial view of Ivory Coast shows endless cashew plantations stretching across rolling green hills under a bright sun, illustrating the country's global leadership in nut production. A skilled farmer walks carefully among the young cashew trees, examining leaves, branches, and fruit with meticulous attention to ensure every sapling thrives and grows strong. Sunlight filters through dense rows of cashew trees, casting dappled shadows on the fertile soil and highlighting the lush growth across the expansive plantation. Bees hover around delicate cashew flowers in shades of yellow and pink, performing essential pollination that will determine the quality and quantity of future nuts. A close-up of a mature cashew apple shows the vibrant red skin glistening in the sunlight, with the attached nut hanging securely beneath the fruit, ready for harvest. Farmers use traditional techniques to carefully collect ripe cashew apples and separate the nuts, ensuring minimal damage and maximum quality for processing. Young cashew trees in neat rows sway gently in the breeze, while irrigation systems provide consistent water to maintain healthy growth during the dry season. Workers prune older cashew trees methodically, removing weak or damaged branches to improve air circulation, sunlight penetration, and overall productivity. A drone pans over a plantation, revealing thousands of trees in full bloom, while small villages nestle peacefully among the fields in the background. Cashew saplings are carefully planted by hand, with each seed positioned at the perfect depth and spacing to ensure optimal growth for future harvests. A close-up of fertile soil shows rich, dark humus mixed with sand, supporting deep roots that allow cashew trees to withstand harsh climates and produce abundant fruit. Farmers monitor the growth of nuts and apples closely, checking for disease, pests, and irregularities to protect the quality of their valuable harvest. Rows of cashew trees stretch endlessly, creating a pattern of green that reflects the efficiency and scale of modern agricultural practices in Ivory Coast. Cashew flowers bloom in clusters, attracting insects that are crucial for pollination, ensuring each tree produces a maximum number of healthy nuts. A family walks through the orchard together, inspecting saplings and mature trees while teaching children the importance of careful agricultural stewardship. Workers lay harvested cashew apples on mats under the bright sun, allowing them to dry naturally and preserve both flavor and nutritional value for processing. A close-up of hands roasting cashew nuts over controlled heat shows careful attention to prevent burning and maintain consistent golden brown color. Cashew kernels are carefully shelled using specialized machines, with workers inspecting each nut to ensure only the highest quality is kept for sale. Polished cashew kernels are sorted by size and appearance, ensuring uniformity for packaging and export to international markets. A large warehouse stores processed cashews before shipment, with stacks of neatly packed bags ready to be transported across the globe. Aerial view of bustling ports shows containers of cashew nuts being loaded onto cargo ships, highlighting Ivory Coast's role as a major exporter. Workers manually inspect cashew nuts alongside machines to remove defective kernels, ensuring the product meets global standards of excellence. Cashew trees in the background sway gently as sunlight filters through branches heavy with fruit, creating a serene agricultural landscape. Farmers carry baskets filled with freshly harvested cashews to the processing facility, reflecting the labor-intensive nature of the work behind each nut. A close-up of a single cashew nut on a wooden table shows the final product, symbolizing the journey from field to global market. The plantation stretches to the horizon, with thousands of trees flourishing under careful management and sustainable farming practices. Farmers in bright clothing work together to plant new saplings, ensuring the continuation of production for future generations. Sunrise over the plantation bathes the cashew fields in warm golden light, highlighting the natural beauty of the crops and surrounding landscape. A worker examines a cluster of ripening cashew apples, checking their color, size, and firmness to determine the ideal harvest time. Wide shot of irrigation systems distributing water evenly across young cashew trees shows modern agricultural efficiency. A close-up of a bee landing on a cashew flower emphasizes the intricate role of pollinators in sustaining healthy orchards. Farmers prune trees methodically while sunlight filters through branches, ensuring each tree maintains strength and productivity. Cashew apples are laid out to dry, with workers arranging them carefully to prevent bruising or contamination.
Roasting machines turn slowly, heating cashew nuts evenly to produce a golden brown finish while preserving natural flavor. A close-up of shelled cashew kernels highlights uniformity, smooth texture, and premium quality ready for packaging. Packaging lines efficiently fill bags with cashew nuts, sealing them to maintain freshness for local and international markets. Workers inspect bags before shipment, ensuring each contains only high-quality kernels and meets export standards. Aerial view of trucks transporting cashews to ports shows the scale of distribution and logistics required to reach global buyers. Farmers carefully tend to young saplings in the nursery, using fertilizers and water to ensure strong growth for future harvests. A close-up of hands planting a seedling illustrates attention to detail and the dedication of local agricultural communities. Rows of mature cashew trees sway in the wind, heavy with fruit ready for the next harvest cycle. Workers separate defective cashews from premium kernels using a combination of machines and human inspection. Sunlight reflects off polished cashew kernels, emphasizing quality and the value of careful processing. Farmers and families celebrate the harvest, showing the human story behind Ivory Coast's global leadership in cashew production. Wide panoramic shot of the plantation emphasizes scale, efficiency, and the environmental harmony of sustainable farming practices. Cashew apples hang in clusters, their bright colors signaling readiness for harvest and the promise of nutritious kernels. Workers use traditional methods alongside modern technology to process cashews efficiently and sustainably. A close-up of roasted cashew nuts ready for packaging highlights golden color, crunch, and flavor. Cashew kernels are graded for size and quality, ensuring consistent premium product for export markets. Warehouse stacks of cashews await shipment, reflecting the enormous scale of Ivory Coast's cashew industry. A close-up of a farmer holding a basket of fresh cashews shows pride and care behind each harvest. A drone pans across rolling cashew plantations, capturing the lush landscape and the scale of production. Sun sets over the plantation, bathing cashew trees in warm light, symbolizing the end of a day's work. Farmers carefully examine young and mature trees, planning for continuous production and sustainability. Wide aerial shot highlights the harmony of labor, nature, and technology across the extensive cashew fields. Final close-up of a single cashew nut in a hand symbolizes the journey from seed to global export, completing the first 60 scenes.
A sweeping drone shot captures the full expanse of the cashew plantation, with orderly rows stretching far into the distance under a bright morning sun. Farmers inspect young saplings for growth and health, ensuring that each tree receives adequate water, nutrients, and care for future productivity. Close-up of a mature cashew tree shows clusters of vibrant apples and attached nuts ready to be harvested with precision and care. Workers move carefully through the orchard, collecting ripe cashew apples while protecting the delicate nuts from damage. Sunlight glimmers on the leaves as a gentle breeze moves through the plantation, highlighting the natural beauty of the agricultural landscape. A family of farmers works together, teaching children traditional techniques while planting new saplings to ensure sustainable production. Bees hover over blooming cashew flowers, performing the essential role of pollination that will determine the success of future crops. Farmers carefully prune older trees to remove weak branches, allowing sunlight and air to reach every part of the canopy efficiently. Wide aerial view shows thousands of trees in full bloom, illustrating the scale of cashew production in Ivory Coast and its global importance. Cashew saplings are planted in straight rows with perfect spacing, demonstrating the meticulous planning behind successful orchards. Close-up of fertile soil reveals deep roots spreading beneath the surface, supporting strong, resilient cashew trees for years to come. Farmers monitor fruit development, checking each apple and nut for size, color, and health to optimize the quality of the harvest. Rows of cashew trees create a lush green pattern across the landscape, showcasing the beauty and productivity of organized agricultural planting. Bees continue to pollinate flowers as workers tend to young and mature trees, ensuring every fruit develops properly and abundantly. Families walk among the trees, inspecting growth and reinforcing the vital human connection to the land and the cultivation process. Harvested cashew apples are laid carefully on mats to dry under the sun, maintaining quality and flavor while reducing moisture content. Close-up of workers roasting cashew nuts shows careful attention to heat control, achieving the perfect golden brown color without burning. Cashew kernels are shelled using specialized equipment, with workers manually inspecting each nut to ensure the highest standard of quality. Polished cashew kernels are sorted and graded, ensuring uniformity and premium quality for packaging and distribution worldwide. A large warehouse stores processed cashew nuts before export, emphasizing the scale and efficiency of the entire supply chain. Cargo trucks transport bags of cashews from processing facilities to ports, highlighting the logistics required for global export. Workers inspect nuts along conveyor belts, removing any damaged pieces to guarantee consistency and premium quality in every shipment. Mature cashew trees sway gently in the breeze, their branches laden with fruit and leaves that shimmer in the sunlight. Farmers carry baskets of freshly harvested cashew apples to processing areas, reflecting the labor-intensive nature of the work. Close-up of a single cashew nut demonstrates the precision and care involved in producing the final product for global markets. Aerial shot reveals vast plantations with thousands of trees thriving under careful management and sustainable agricultural practices. Farmers in bright clothing plant new saplings with skill and dedication, ensuring continuous production for future harvests. The sunrise casts golden light across the plantation, emphasizing the natural beauty and productivity of the orchards. Workers examine clusters of cashew apples carefully, checking ripeness and firmness to determine the optimal harvest time. Wide shots reveal irrigation systems distributing water evenly, supporting the healthy growth of young cashew trees across the farm. Close-up of bees landing on cashew flowers illustrates the delicate balance of nature supporting agricultural success. Farmers carefully prune trees, removing weak or damaged branches to maintain strong, healthy growth for maximum fruit production. Cashew apples are laid out to dry, with workers ensuring they are spread evenly to prevent bruising and maintain quality. Roasting machines turn slowly, heating nuts evenly to produce consistent color and flavor while preserving the natural texture. Shelled cashew kernels are inspected closely to maintain quality, ensuring only the best nuts are packaged for sale. Packaging lines efficiently fill and seal bags, preserving freshness and preparing cashews for shipment around the world. Workers manually inspect final products to maintain consistency and meet global quality standards for export.
These
Aerial
baskets are
view
getting
shows
heavy.
trucks transporting
Yes,
cashew
but the
bags to
harvest
ports,
looks good this
illustrating
year.
the complex logistics required for international trade. Farmers
Na
tend
iman
young
korta san
saplings in
enchana
nurseries,
pekintundanna.
using water, fertilizer, and careful attention to produce
Pinnindala
strong, healthy
putramaananna
future
inatundan.
trees. Close-up of hands planting a seedling demonstrates meticulous care and precision, ensuring optimal growth for the next generation. Rows of mature cashew trees sway in the wind, their branches heavy with fruit, signaling the approach of the harvest season. Workers separate damaged nuts from premium kernels using a combination of machinery and careful human inspection. Sunlight reflects on polished cashew kernels, emphasizing quality, consistency, and premium value for international markets. Farmers and families celebrate the harvest, showing the human story behind Ivory Coast's leadership in the global cashew industry. Panoramic shots of the plantation illustrate harmony between labor, nature, and technology in sustaining high production. Cashew apples hang in clusters, their bright color signaling ripeness and the promise of nutritious kernels for processing. Workers combine traditional methods with modern machinery to process cashews efficiently and sustainably. Close-up of roasted cashew nuts ready for packaging highlights color, texture, and flavor of the premium product. Cashew kernels are graded for size and quality, ensuring only the best nuts are exported to meet international standards. Warehouses stack processed cashews for shipment, reflecting the scale of Ivory Coast's global cashew industry. A farmer holds a basket of freshly harvested cashews, showing pride and dedication behind each nut. Drone pans over rolling plantations, capturing both the scale and care involved in producing world-class cashews. Sun sets over the plantation, bathing trees in warm light and signaling the end of a productive day's work. Farmers carefully inspect both young and mature trees, planning for sustainable production and continuous harvests. Wide aerial shots highlight the integration of nature, labor, and technology across the plantation. Close-up of a single cashew nut in hand symbolizes the journey from seed to global market, completing the second set of 60 scenes.
Aerial view shows workers transporting cashew nuts from fields to processing areas,
highlighting the scale and efficiency of the operation. Farmers examine trees closely, checking leaves, branches, and fruits for any signs of disease or pests that could affect the harvest. Close-up of ripe cashew apples hanging from branches shows their bright color and healthy growth under optimal conditions. Workers carefully harvest cashew fruits, separating the nuts from apples while preserving the integrity of both for processing. Sunlight shines through dense canopies of cashew trees, creating patterns of light and shadow across the plantation floor. Families participate in the harvest, teaching younger generations traditional methods while ensuring sustainable agricultural practices. Bees and other pollinators move from flower to flower, maintaining the essential balance needed for abundant cashew production. Farmers prune older trees, removing weak branches to improve air circulation and sunlight penetration for better fruit development. Wide drone shot captures the vast scale of plantations, showing the lush green expanse and meticulous organization of the farm. Young cashew saplings are planted in neat rows, demonstrating careful planning for future growth and sustainable yields. Close-up of fertile soil shows deep roots anchoring strong cashew trees, essential for resilience and productivity. Farmers monitor fruit development, inspecting apples and nuts for size, color, and ripeness to ensure premium quality. Rows of cashew trees form a green mosaic across the landscape, reflecting organized agricultural practices and efficiency. Bees pollinate flowers while farmers work, illustrating the symbiotic relationship between nature and human cultivation. Families walk through orchards, observing the growth of trees and fruits while passing down farming knowledge. Harvested cashew apples are laid on drying mats under sunlight, preserving flavor, nutrition, and quality for processing. Close-up of workers roasting cashew nuts demonstrates precise temperature control to achieve consistent golden brown color. Cashew kernels are shelled and sorted, with workers manually removing damaged nuts to ensure premium quality. Polished kernels are graded for size and appearance, ready for packaging and distribution to global markets. Warehouses store processed cashews, illustrating the scale and efficiency of supply chains from farm to export. Cargo trucks transport bags of cashews to ports, reflecting the logistics of global trade and Ivory Coast's leadership. Workers inspect nuts along production lines, ensuring that only the best kernels are included in export shipments. Mature trees sway in the breeze, heavy with fruit, symbolizing the success of careful cultivation practices. Farmers carry baskets of cashew apples to processing areas, demonstrating the labor-intensive process behind each harvest. Close-up of a single cashew nut shows the care taken from field to final product, representing global trade quality. Plantations stretch as far as the eye can see, showcasing the vast scale and importance of Ivory Coast's cashew industry. Farmers plant new saplings diligently, ensuring future harvests remain productive and sustainable for years to come. Sunrise casts golden light across orchards, highlighting the natural beauty and productivity of the plantations. Workers examine clusters of cashew apples, determining ripeness and quality to optimize harvest timing. Irrigation systems supply water evenly to young trees, supporting healthy growth and maximizing yield potential. A close-up of pollinating insects highlights the critical role of nature in ensuring a successful cashew harvest. Farmers prune trees carefully, maintaining strong structure and promoting abundant fruit production. Cashew apples dry in the sun, arranged meticulously to preserve quality and prevent damage. Roasting machines heat cashews evenly, producing consistent color, texture, and flavor for premium nuts. Shelled kernels are inspected to ensure only the highest quality cashews reach the packaging stage.
packaging lines fill and seal bags efficiently, maintaining freshness and preparing products for international markets. Workers perform final inspections on packaged cashews, confirming uniform quality and compliance with standards. Trucks transport cashews from facilities to ports, highlighting the logistics required for global distribution. Farmers tend nurseries of young saplings, providing water, nutrients, and care for future orchard expansion. A close-up of hands planting seedlings shows precision and dedication to sustainable agriculture. Rows of mature cashew trees sway under the wind, branches heavy with fruit and leaves, signaling harvest readiness. Workers separate defective nuts from premium kernels to ensure only top-quality products reach markets. Sunlight reflects off polished cashew kernels, emphasizing quality, uniformity, and premium appeal. Farmers and families celebrate the harvest, illustrating the human story behind Ivory Coast's cashew success. Wide panoramic shots show harmony between labor, technology, and nature across the expansive plantations. Clusters of cashew apples hang brightly, indicating ripeness and readiness for processing into cashew kernels. Workers combine traditional and modern techniques, efficiently processing cashews while maintaining sustainability. Close-up of roasted cashew nuts highlight golden color, texture, and premium quality for export. Kernels are graded by size and quality to meet global standards, ensuring consistent products for international buyers. Warehouses stack processed cashews, demonstrating the scale and efficiency of production and distribution. Farmers hold baskets of freshly harvested nuts, symbolizing pride, care, and dedication to their work. Drone pans over rolling plantations, revealing the meticulous organization and scale of the cashew industry. Sunset over the plantation, bathing trees in warm light and signaling the close of a productive
Packed with
day.
essential minerals like
Farmers
magnesium,
inspect young
cashews
and
are a
mature
delicious
trees,
way to
planning
support
for
and
continuous
strengthen your
and
bones.
sustainable production in the future. Wide aerial views illustrate the balance between technology, human labor, and nature across the plantation. A close-up of a single cashew nut in hand represents the journey from seed to international market. Workers sort and pack cashews for export, ensuring consistency, quality, and global distribution. The plantation stretches endlessly, showing the vast scale and productivity of Ivory Coast's cashew sector. Farmers prune, irrigate, and monitor trees carefully, supporting healthy growth and abundant yields. Cashew apples and nuts are harvested with precision, reflecting the skill, care, and effort behind each product. Roasting, shelling, grading, and packaging operations demonstrate modern techniques blended with traditional knowledge. Finished cashew products are ready for shipment, symbolizing the culmination of months of careful cultivation. Final aerial shot of the plantation under a golden sunset conveys scale, beauty, and the success of sustainable agriculture.